Adopting a minimalist mindset has completely transformed my life. So let's dive into those details and how it could maybe change your life too. The first and probably the most obvious one, as most people associate minimalism with owning less things, is simplifying the stuff I own. By having less things, I have reduced the amount of stress in my life. I have less things to worry about, less things to clean, less things to organize. There's less clutter everywhere, so I'm able to focus and think. There's so much clarity. The fact that when I enter a room, there are so few things that are scattered around, and it feels like my mind is clear, and it brings such a sense of clarity that you're able to think and feel and focus on the things that really matter to you. And there's just more room to breathe. In culling some of my belongings, I've been able to focus on the things that are more important to me. And one of those things is emphasizing quality over quantity. So, because I now have less things, I focus on having things in my life that are higher quality. Sometimes that means more expensive, but more than anything, it's about having things that were made with intention, that have a very specific purpose. And in doing so, I have things that are better quality, and the things, they last for a longer time. I have things that I've had for many years now, and that brings me joy. It brings me satisfaction. The fact that I can put so much thought into what I'm buying because somebody else put so much thought into making the thing, all of that brings satisfaction, because it's not just about the consumption, it's not just about having the thing, but it's also about the entire process, the ideation of the thing, the creation of the thing, the marketing of the thing. It's an appreciation for the whole process of manifesting this thing into reality. That makes me want to take care of these things more. My possessions, I take really good care of them because I understand the process that it took to create these products, and the fact that I searched for it and that buying it was so meaningful for me. And it serves as kind of a incentive to use these products intentionally. That kind of segues into the next thing, which is going from wanting cool things to cool experiences. Because I've traveled for most of my life, for me, having experiences that I remember forever have always been at the top of the list. But of course, being a kid and going through teenage years and early adulthood, there is a sort of pressure from the people around you and from society and the media, movies. It makes you want to buy things that should only really be temporary things, as opposed to buying experiences that are lifetime things. Minimalism really put that into perspective and helped me to shift my focus back to my authentic self, who is a person who enjoys experiences more than things. There's this idea that the thing that you own is like a representation of who you are or what you're interested in. And although that could be the case, these things evolve over time. Like who you are, you grow as a person over time, hopefully. And the things that you're interested in, they might change over time. And so I think that like owning things that represent that is a way of externalizing who you are as opposed to just expressing yourself with yourself, if that makes sense. I feel like the core of these experiences is to live life and to connect with more people, not connect with things. So the idea of seeing someone who has a thing that I'm interested in, I don't want to connect with the thing, I want to connect with the person. In doing this, you prioritize life over things. Overall, this improves happiness because at the end of the line, at the end of the road in our journeys, what we take with us is the experiences that we've shared, the memories that we've had, and the meaningful moments throughout our lives. Sure, you might remember something that you might have owned years ago, but I find that most of the time that isn't accurate. People tend to forget about the things that they own. I mean, how many times have you put something somewhere and then you find it like months later? Oh, I forgot I bought that. It happens all the time. Another aspect of minimalism that has transformed my life is being more organized and more efficient. So I have attention deficit disorder. I sometimes it's difficult for me to organize like my thoughts and to be able to focus on things. But adopting a minimalist mindset has really helped me to overcome the obstacles that come with that, because I'm able to schedule better. I've been able to focus more on having meaningful actions and tasks on my calendar and on my to-do list that align better with my goals, as opposed to just having busy work. Because I am a very active person and I enjoy feeling like I'm being productive and like I'm doing things. And so the caveat of that is to just fill your calendar, your schedule with busy tasks, because then that way you feel like you're doing something, but that's not productive. And so focusing on the meaningful tasks and the meaningful actions, this is something that I've applied because of a minimalist mindset. Is thinking it's not just about the objects, but it's also about my actions as well and what I do day to day. Because minimalism, when it comes down to it, is a lifestyle. It's not just a design feature, an aesthetic, or it's embracing a new way of living. By having this, I have better focus. Don't get me wrong, I still have my ADD days where I'm just like, okay, I can't function. But overall, I have better focus, and I find that other people that have applied this sort of mindset also have better focus, and they're able to accomplish things faster and better because they're more focused, because they're focusing on doing less better as opposed to doing more and filling up their calendar with things that aren't necessarily meaningful. And this has helped me to slow down. I don't feel like I have to do everything all at once now. It's more about focusing on better work quality as opposed to quantity. Slowing down has also helped with my mental health, with my anxiety. And there's so much to say about living a simpler life. This minimalist mindset has helped me to define and stick to my personal values, the things that I care about the most. And one of those things is to live a more fulfilling life. And I've been able to do that over the years, and hopefully I can help you to do the same, which is the purpose of this channel, is to help you to live a more fulfilling life, to reach your potential, to self-actualize. I've been able to do that for myself by living simply with this minimalist mindset. Overall, there's just more peace and tranquility. Nothing is perfect. Life isn't perfect. There's always going to be some turmoil, some obstacle that comes up, and that's okay. But I've learned to handle it better, and I hope that you can learn to handle it better. And if minimalism is something that you are interested in, then this channel is for you. We don't just talk about minimalism and the aesthetic and the design and the I own only 5 things, but more as a lifestyle and being able to focus on learning and becoming better, self-improvement, and being the best version of yourself. Where would I be if I don't talk about money? Because as a business person and someone who just enjoys innovating, money comes into the equation. And by having a minimalist mindset, I've been able to save money. And everybody loves that. Saving money is great because then you can spend it on other things that you love, like movies and ice cream, right? You like ice cream, right? This has led me to be more intentional with my shopping. Like I mentioned before, I focus on the quality instead of buying more things. And if you're interested in knowing how I spend my money, then check out this video over here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you got out of it in the comments down below. I'm interested in knowing if you're interested in minimalism. Do you already have a minimalist mindset? Are you already kind of on the journey towards a minimalist life? Let me know. For now, I'm gonna go. So I will see you when I see you.